Hey, good morning. What is going on, everyone? Once again, Rob Orr is here, and I wanted to come in and say good morning and encourage you. If you haven't already done so, I want to encourage you. You got to go check this out. You got to go to websitesarenotdead.com and get that guide that I've created. This guide is amazing. This is covering several different things that could be killing your online business that you don't even know about. So first, I just wanted to start by encouraging you to go check that out. I usually save that for the end, and I'll probably say it again at the end of this video, but I wanted to come on and just talk to you about that and encourage you to go do that at the beginning this time, because I'm trying to get better at how I'm doing this. So once again, if you don't know anything about me, I am a web designer and developer who is obsessed with digital marketing. I help people with their websites. I help people with their platform. I help people with their online sales funnels. The clients that I work with are everyone from, big corporate clients to just getting started bloggers, and I've built projects for just about every size in between there. So I've stayed really busy. I've been doing this for a really long time. And so I wanted to just give you a little bit of background on that. So you know who I am, and I'm not just blowing smoke here or talking about stuff that I don't have any experience with or don't know anything about. I've won awards, and like I said, I've been doing this professionally for the last 10 years. And have been doing web design and development for probably 15 or more. So anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about this morning is the problems that funnel hubs solve, right? So here, let me just back up and give you a little bit of a scenario. So the whole thing that we are trying to do when it comes to online business is to figure out a way to attract the attention of the people that are in our target market, right? We're trying to figure out a way to connect with our dream customers. So and you've probably heard a lot of different things, but the most important thing that you can do is just figure out what they're struggling with and how to reach them. And for me, in my own story, the biggest challenge for me has been trying to get out in front of as many people as possible. That's one of the reasons why I'm coming on here live as much as possible, and coming on here and just talking about the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm working on, and I'm documenting my own journey as I build my business and build my career in web design and development. But the thing that I titled this particular live today was, what problems does the platform funnel or the funnel hub solve, right? Because we got to figure out what problems are going to be solved by if we're going to spend the time and the effort of doing all this kind of stuff. We want to figure out what problems it's solving and how it accelerates our path and those kinds of things. And so here's the thing. And let me know if any of this sounds familiar. You spend a lot of time working through creating a piece of content, right? Whether it's a podcast or a post on Facebook or a video for YouTube or any kind of content. You spend a lot of time and effort. You do your research. You spend a lot of time, going through it and making it awesome and trying to create hooks and trying to get people interested. I know for me, I've got on my blog, I've got some posts that are 4,500 words long, right? I've spent a lot of time doing those kinds of things. But here's what happens, right? So you spend a lot of time going through the creation process, but what happens when you're done, right? You hit publish, and then what, right? What's the problem is a lot of times our best stuff is just vanishing, right? It just goes away, especially on Facebook, right? So you spend a lot of time creating this great post on Facebook, and then it just, it vanishes. you get some comments, you get some interactions on it. And so if you've got a really great one, you've got a really great post, it will live for a couple days, right? It may go for a week. If you're really lucky, maybe it'll go for 2 weeks, right? That it'll keep showing in people's feeds. But what happens after that? You've got all those people that have seen, excuse me, you've got all those people that have seen and interacted and commented and liked your content, but after a couple weeks it's gone. And the problem is at the end of that, it just vanishes. It goes away, never to be seen or heard from again, and can't do anything for you, right? That's the worst part. It cannot do anything for you that you don't, that it hasn't already done, right? Because let me ask you this question. How many times have you gone digging through somebody else's Facebook feed or their posts on their wall to go see what they wrote, 6 months ago? Have you even ever done that? I know I haven't, So even if it's a really epic piece of content, it ends up just going away. And so the problem is that if it just goes away, it's not serving you in any way, shape, or form. So, and what does that mean? It means that, the internet, it really is, what have you done for me lately kind of place. Remember Janet Jackson? If you are into 80s and 90s music, you know who Janet Jackson is. She had a huge hit with that song, right? What have you done for me lately? And the internet is really that kind of way, right? So you go and you create this YouTube video, you create the podcast, you create the post on your Facebook wall or on your profile or whatever, and then it goes away. So the problem that the Funnel Hub solves is it's two things. It gives you a place for that content to live forever, where it can be indexed and it can be sought out, right? That's a huge thing, right? And then it also will lend credibility and authority to your personal brand because it has that place to live on your website. So here's what happens, right? I've talked about this before. One of the biggest problems, and I talked about this last time, that a funnel hub or a platform funnel will solve is that it can help you recapture lost traffic, right? When they come though, what are they going to see, right? What are the things that they're going to see when they land on your funnel hub, on your platform funnel? They're going to see the archives of content that you've created. They're going to see your podcast. They're going to see your YouTube videos. They're going to see your written content, your blog posts, all those kinds of things. And what does that do? It builds your brand authority. It makes you become the attractive character, right? You become the guide in the hero's two journeys. You are the one who is now elevating your own status in the eyes of who? Your dream customer. What a huge thing this is, right? This is such a huge and substantial and important part of anybody's online business. If you're not building a platform funnel and putting your best content on there as a place for it to live forever online, then I would say you're wasting time by throwing all of your eggs into one basket, right? And I see it happen. It happens all over the place, right? It happens. It's not just in Facebook, because what happens if for whatever reason you run afoul of the way Facebook is run or the way YouTube is run, your videos can be suppressed, right? Or your posts on Facebook could end up getting suppressed. They call it shadow banning. I don't know, the truth, or, whatever that may be. But for whatever reason, if you're not getting engagement, you're not going to get content in front of people, right? And that's the objective of creating content. Is it's not just a creative exercise that we're going through. It's an exercise to build brand authority, build brand equity, build brand value. And you You are the brand. You are the one that we're trying to build up and build authority in the eyes of your dream customer. We're wanting to help you to get to that point where they know, like, and trust you. It's so crucial. It's so important. If you miss this part, then it's like having a slow leak in your tire, right? You're driving down the road and it's supposed to get you from point A to point B, but you got this slow leak in your tire and now you're running flat, right? It's not doing what it's supposed to do, right? Your content life is the same thing. If you just put out a post, if you just put out a podcast, if you just put out a YouTube video, and then it doesn't have anywhere that it lives forever, on your platform, then, you're just leaking traffic, right? Because we talked about it last time that a lot of times people are going to leave your funnel before they purchase and go Google your name. They're going to go Google your product or your service or your offer. And what are they going to find? They better be finding your platform funnel where you have demonstrated your authority and expertise on the subject. So that's the problem that the platform funnel solves, right? It gives you that permanent home where your content lives, where you are able to put your stuff so that it has. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Like I said at the beginning, I do want to encourage you, if you made it all the way to the end, please go to websitesarenotdead.com and pick up a copy of the guide that I've created. This is a guide that is based on my years of experience working with clients all over the spectrum when it comes to web design and development and online marketing and business. And there are 7 critical things that are causing businesses to fail online. And this guide covers what you need to do to address those things. So that's what I've got for you guys this morning. Hope everybody has an awesome day. I'll be back this evening if you missed this live this morning. So you guys take care. Talk to you later. Bye.